So today I'm going to show you how I make my merch, and then we're going to try to see if I can't ship them out in some pies. Yeah. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. So here's the shirt. It's a cute little shirt. So I'm just going to fold it on up and then put it in some tissue paper. And cool. Let's get that to my house. Cute new house. I've never baked a pie before, but it should be fun. Also, look at my cute little mimosa plants. Touch them and they close up. They're just a little sensitive boy, you know? So here we go. First thing I'm going to do is actually just fold this up into a smaller little package, and then I have this little vacuum seal bag. That little blue seal is where we're going to vacuum it, so we just got to pump all the air out. We got to suck all the air out. So then I just signed it and numbered it of the limited quantity it's going to be, and pie crust. I guess we'll just follow these directions. Should be great. So I added in some of that pie crust stuff and a very specific amount of water. Mix it on up. And ended up using my hands because it worked way better. And there we go. So I just put some flour down on the table. Tried to make it a nice even coat. Try to coat my rolling pin. Yeah, we're looking good. This looks like it's gonna immediately like stuck to the rolling pin, stuck to the table. So I'm like, more flour. Let's roll it on out. And then when I tried to peel it off, it just was sticking to the table and not really working. So I'm like, all right, more flour. We need more flour, so let's try that again. So I put it down, more flour on top, rolled it on out, and I mean, it kind of was peeling off, still not great. So I'm like, all right, let's try this one more time with just so much flour. And rolled it out to make sure it was the size of the pie tin, and then every time I rolled it, it would like catch. So let's quit while we're ahead and just throw that on the pie tin. So I put the pie tin on it, then fold it up over on top, fixed it where it's kind of broken, and then just cut off the excess. And yeah, we got a bottom crust. I ran to the store and got parchment paper because I'm like, that was a nightmare. But when I got back, the sun was in the way. Also, see those cute little pink bowls? That's because my sweet little dog got sprayed by a skunk and then ran through the house. So we're trying to make it not smell like skunk in here. So anyways, I put down that parchment paper and just got a new thing of the pie crust, rolled it out, and it was already like working so much better and it was way thinner. So then I could just plop that up on top of the pie tin and like kind of push it down to make sure it's not stretching out. Take off my parchment paper, and that was 10 times easier. So let's do that again for the top. So place it down, roll it out. For this one, I'm actually going to cut into little strips because we're going to weave it. Weave that pie crust alone. What? So just like any other weave, I actually have a video on how to weave. Man, look at me just using all my videos to make pie. So we just wove it in over, under, doing each layer at a time or each strand at a time. Put that aside. Take your bottom pie crust. I was using this cherry pie, but I don't have a can opener yet. So I have this one, which is strawberry, which I like better. I kind of like the aesthetic of cherry pie, but this will be great. So I scoop it on out, make a nice little layer on the bottom, add in the shirt, then put all the goodness on top, making sure that it's pretty covered because I don't really want it to show through too much. And then plonk, just flop over the woven part, and it's looking like a pie. So I have a little extra piece there, so I'm just going to put it there where it needs some and kind of pinch it around until the crust edges are looking good. Add a little detail with the fork and go all the way around the pie. Wow, it's looking like a real pie here. Add some sugar. Yeah, that's sugar. Put some sugar on top because I thought it might be fancy. So I just put that in the fridge because I'm going to run to the gym real quick. So we're going to let it chill in there. Cool. And we're back. Back in the gym. Going down on an elevator. Took a shower, and let's plop that into the oven. First thing I had to do was set the temperature. I think it was at like 4 something. I don't know, we'll see here in a second. As soon as I just hurry and put it in there. Yeah, 450 for like 18 minutes or so. I can't remember. There, see you later, Pi. That'll time lapse. I thought for sure, because see how it's like rising, I thought that the bag filled up with air or like popped or something. So I guess we'll find out. So I just took it on out, let it cool, and cool. Got a cute little pie. I'm gonna try to put it in this little pie box. That's what we're gonna ship it out in. And it was too big for the box, but I think we can make it work. We'll like tape the edges or something. So we're up to the studio. Here's my cute little tape. Womp. And to activate the sticky stuff, you actually have to wet it with water. I guess it's like better tape for the environment, so that's nice. The edges are good, so now we just gotta ship it out. So I just took it to the old USPS.
I don't know the best way to do it.
And try to fit it in one of the boxes. They said it's going to shift around too much and break. So took it back. My friend Lacey was nice enough to let me use one of her boxes and some of the shipping packing peanuts. And there we go.
Thank you so much.
Cool. Now to show you how I make these shirts. So first thing, I just got to get it on this palette, and then you can take my screen print. I like the nice plastisol ink, and plastisol ink has to cure. Like in order for it to dry, you got to get it up to like 330 degrees. And so I just squeegeed it on, trying not to. That double print made me scared that I may have moved it in between, but we're good. I was cleaning this off screen, but then I'm like, oh, let's clean it on screen. It's kind of a fun little shot. Wow, nice ink. So then I just hit it with the heat gun, and this won't cure it, but it'll get it dry to the touch. So make sure there's no residue left on my finger, and then we're gonna take it and get this heat press and set that heat press to 330 degrees or something around there. Cover that with some parchment paper to protect it. Press it, let it cool off a little bit, and there we go. The way you can check and see if the design is actually cured is you can do a little pull, and if it doesn't crack, then you should be good. So now I just took it the back of the screen and covered up that design with tape, and then flipped it over. Oh, I didn't do that yet. Put the shirt down and then flipped it over, uncovered the over the heart print. That's where I want the design to hit, so lined it up, and then I did an air print or a flood stroke to get the ink into the image but not onto the shirt. Then put the screen all the way down, did one pass, and then I did a second pass, which I mean I don't think it needed it really, but a little scary sometimes because you get a double image if you do that. But then just did the same thing and cured it, and there we go. We got a cute little shirt. So I wanted to do a tag print with my logo, so I thought maybe I could use a heat press image to get the design onto one of this linoleum prints or like linoleum stamps. And that seemed to work pretty well. And I want it to be backwards so that when I like stamp it on there it'll be the right way. So I just carved it out, and you know, I don't really like linoleum. I kind of wish I would have used like the pink stuff, like cheaper stuff. I feel like it would have done better. Anyways, I got it all carved out, then I got something to put the ink on to, then I used a brayer to get it all coated, and a piece of paper to kind of test it, and it didn't look too great. Did a couple more hits, and then I'm like, whatever, we'll go for it, let's see how it works. So I got that shirt right around the tag, pressed it, and I mean, I should have done like some test prints. I figured out kind of afterwards how to get a cleaner print, but oh well. So I have this cute little tag gun that my friend let me borrow, and so I designed up some of like the inserts I want to do, a little tag that I want to put onto the pie box, and then also another thing for like a patch I want to add to the shirts. And then I just cut out that tag, and that's what I'm actually going to use the tag gun for. So all I got to do is poke it through and into the fabric, and wonk, got a nice little clothing tag. Then for the inserts, I just put a little glue dot down, added the patch there, and then on the back of that little postcard type thing, I have my face. I want to sign it and also number it. Then I just take the old folders guy and I fold it on up. With it all folded up, I take some of my tissue paper and just make sure it's the size and wrap it up. Add the inserts in there. Take this cute little embossed sticker, spray it with some perfume that my best friend in high school used to wear, and yeah, it's looking good. So that's the polymailer that I stick it in, and I wanted to like put a design on it, so I got some paint and just screen printed on there, and yeah, looks good. So now I just gotta shove it on in. And with that, seal it up, and it's good to go out. I also thought it might be cool to kind of like fancy up the pie box, so maybe I'd print on top of that, and so I did that, and the screen was all clogged. I tried to wash it out, and it just didn't work. And I remember that I don't like using this left like latex paint. I like using the oil-based. It's easier to like not dry in the screen, so I'll have to try that next time. But I got the box assembled. I got the box assembled. Put a little string on it. Put the little tag on it. And then on the back, just put my face and sign and number it as well. And with that, we got a cute little box for the pie. And like I said, if this works, I'm gonna put these up on my website for you guys to get. If you want to buy a shirt and have me ship it out to you in a pie, that'll be available for a limited amount. If you want a free shirt, you can actually sign up to be a Shmoxd pie. So I sent the pie to my friend India. Here she is, that cutie, and she got it in a couple days. But before we have her open it up, pass me something to say. All right. So huge thank you to today's sponsor, Squarespace. I love Squarespace. I've been using them for 10 years, maybe more, I don't know. So if you've seen one of my videos, you probably know what Squarespace is. If not, Squarespace is your all-in-one stop shop for things website. So whether you want to you need a domain, you need a landing page, you're gonna do a blog, you have something to sell, digital, physical, you want to make a member site, you want to make a blog, you have an idea. I made a little Shmoxd pie club where you pay, and then there's like a sign-in for you to see exclusive content and get exclusive goodies. So I have a members exclusive shop where everything in there is free. And one thing I love about e-commerce on Squarespace is how easy it is to upload stuff, have an idea, and literally put it up into that same night and be able to sell it to all y'all. I'm actually gonna put like 25 of these pies with the shirt inside on my normal shop, and randomly send out some of the free shirts for my members in pies. So that's what I love. I have like these funny, whatever, interesting ideas, and Squarespace helps make it possible for me to do. So you have something in your brain, and it can live and grow online through Squarespace. You can actually go to the link in my description, squarespace.com/Shmoxd, and start making that website today for free. And then when you do decide to launch it or buy a domain or whatever, remember the coupon code Shmoxd to get 10% off your first purchase. So cool. All right. So here we go. Right off the bat, you can kind of see that kind of broke there on the top. And
Like you
then
said,
when
just
you open
don't
it up,
mess it up.
I mean, it's a pie. It's definitely a pie. It got a little shaken up. So I might have to figure out a little bit better way to ship it to make it stay intact. But overall, pretty stoked with it. And I don't know. It kind of looks like the red kind of got in the bag. So we'll wash it off. Then she can cut it open with some scissors. And
Wait. It did work. Perfect.
so there we go. I guess I will be adding that to my shop. So if you guys
Yay.
want to get one of these shirts shipped to you in a pie, you can go find that on my shop, www.shmoxd.com. Or if you want to join the Shmoxd Pie Club on my site and support me that way, I'll ship you out a shirt for free. So cool. Alright, so be sure to like and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that bell notification. And yeah, if you want to be a Shmoxd Pie and get your name on my video here at the end, just go to my website.